Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where we are currently deep in the throes of upgrading our castles here. Now, last episode we just decided to transition this over here over into a full-on economic duchy. And we're going to continue doing that this episode, and we're going to continue drooling over this county here. Madurai is a really, really solid county. And that is, of course, exactly our goal. For now, though, we need to work on getting these upgraded, and that will be fine. At some point, we're going to need to hold this duchy, and that is problematic for us right now. So we're probably going to do without the duchy buildings for the moment. Eventually, they will have... What is this de jure duchy part of? Oh, that's de jure part of this duchy. Okay, I didn't realize that. That's good to know. Very good to know indeed. Now, we are currently working on our control over here. And in the meantime, we are also saving up some cash to get more of these castle upgrades going. Our peasants are ecstatic, and that's a lot of control level. Do we want to lose 50 control level over here? I don't think we do. We'll just graciously accept their gift. Fantastic. Now, we could have reinvested that, rather, for additional development growth, and that might not have been a terrible idea. But for right now, I'm more interested in getting the cash so that we can get these building upgrades rolling. Now, we're a little ways away from battlements, so we're not going to be able to get these upgrades going just yet, but we can save up the cash for it. And we can keep an eye on these locations. Many of them will be finishing up their construction quite shortly. We're also keeping an eye on this situation. Once she dies, we're very likely going to want to declare war over here for Madurai. And that's going to be a huge, huge boon for us when we get that. So we'll get to work on that as soon as we can. Now, we figured out that we want... What was the final domain limit that we wanted? Over here, we get 1, 2, 3 for this duchy. Plus, we can get up to 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's assuming everything here is a castle. Now, I don't think that we need all of these to be troop-generating castles, to be clear. We could have, say... We could actually have all of these theoretically be economic castles, and have this one, and this one be a... And this one be a troop-generating castle. And then these three would be economic on the farmland. That said, we don't necessarily need to think about the terrain for the buildings, so that's definitely something to consider as well. Indeed, things to consider. So we've got about 15 months left on these military camps getting changed over. Over here, we have our farms and fields growing in 5 days, in fact. Excellent. So let's go ahead and get the hide tents switched, I think. I would rather get a level 1 trade port going immediately. Get that sweet, sweet 5% development growth. Over here, our hill farms have about 6 months left. Sure. We're still not endorsed by our realm priest either, which is a little bit unfortunate. We're working on swaying him. Unfortunately, we failed that on our first sway last episode. Luckily, we are going to be able to try again here pretty soon. 58% chance of success, so that should theoretically be okay. I hope, anyway. Now, we don't really care about upgrading this stuff over here. Battlements will be in 16 months. Royal Prerogative in about 4 years, and we'll work our way up through the authority levels. What are they called? Yeah, Crown Authority. I got it right. Fantastic. But in the meantime, we can continue to save up our cash, increase our monthly income. We are a fortune builder, but we are not very far into the wealth focus tree yet. So that's definitely something that we're considering here. And we're not endorsed by our realm priest either. So we're going to see our monthly income come up pretty dramatically. Also, we're going to have our grand temple done in 20 months. Just getting that piety is nice, let alone the development growth. Oh, wow, plus 20% and a flat development growth every month. That is really huge. I didn't even look at that last episode. I just looked at the 2 gold per month and the 20% holding taxes, and I was like, that's amazing. And 5% control growth. Wow. Hillside fields have been constructed down here. So we are definitely going to switch our hide tents over to... Hill forts do eventually not give cash. I guess we don't care about this one. We can upgrade this then without any problems. So we'll do this one first. We don't actually have an economic building to put into this slot, so it being military camps is probably okay. Let's see, this is the one that ultimately gives... It's okay. It's okay. Our county control is coming up over here, and that's wonderful. Jaffna is going to have their crop fields built in 5 months. Sure. We're also, of course, keeping an eye on these guys still. 66 years old and in poor health. They're in Confederate partition. So when she dies is likely going to be a good option for us. Now, one thing we may want to consider doing is sending this guy out to fabricate a claim on the county of Madurai. To at least get our hands on the county, even if we don't get our hands on the full duchy. We'll get that started, and we'll have that claim hopefully around the time she dies. That does, of course, cost money, but that's okay. Battlements will be done in about 8 months, and what do we want after battlements? I mean, we're at 8 of 8 domain holdings right now. We know we're going to want, like, 11, so bailiffs might be good for us. Coinage would be amazing, too, though. Getting that early development growth rolling is always very, very good. Yeah, I think ultimately we probably want to do the latter thing there. Crop fields have been constructed in Jaffna, and we can replace our levying grounds here with a trade port, and that is exactly what we're going to do. It was a slightly odd pronunciation of trade port, but okay. We'll go with it. We can't build these duchy buildings here as much as we want to. Stewardship lifestyle perk, we are going to take It Is My Domain. That allows us, of course, to extort our subjects, and so we shall. 425 gold and 10 dread, or 10 tyranny and 640 gold. And that is indeed exactly what we're going to do. We'll have everyone pay. That gives us a good chunk of cash. We are up to 24.8 gold per month. Is our Realm Priest endorsing us now? Actually, he is, even with the tyranny. Our sway was successful. So that's great. He's not paying us all of his taxes yet, but he's paying us a good chunk of them. So that's great to see. And our control over here is coming up, so our taxes are also coming up. Are things going over here? Okay. She is ailing. She is under constant care, but she is ailing. And that's good. That's very, very good for us. 2 gold per month. That is so much. Plus the holding taxes. There's so many good reasons to build this. So many good reasons. Okay, so our battlements will be done in about 4 months. We only need 1% more, so we're incredibly close on battlements. We are storing up some good amounts of cash, and that's always great to see. We only have these 4 locations that we're building in right now, but that will change in the very near future. We do want to replace these wooden barracks and hide tents. This is still going to be our economic duchy. And ultimately, we're doing pretty well economically. Our investments are paying off, but they will continue to pay off immensely later on. 95.5% county control here. Great. 25.3 gold per month currently. And we're just saving up that cash for battlements finishing. We're going to burn through that cash so quickly. It's not even funny. Like, incredibly fast. That's going to be 2 upgrades. Actually, probably less, because we're going to build our small harbor here. Okay. There we go. We're up to 26 gold per month. And that's great. We just discovered battlements. Okay, we can get a new fascination. I do think that we go for coinage. However, going for bailiffs is going to be relatively important. We'll see what gets exposed after royal prerogative. And, of course, we want to begin upgrading these just as quick as we can. Ooh, that's our claim. Ooh, we can get a claim on Pandia, which I believe is the full duchy. Yes. 175 gold, we will pay that. Okay. So we now have a claim over here on all of Pandia. That is amazing. So we can press our claims. We actually have a claim up here as well. This will only cost us 250 prestige. Now, this is not a great idea right now. She has a lot of troops. We do have a few allies, I think, but I think we'll hold off on it for the moment. And we'll wait until her succession happens. It's going to be this guy. And she is currently still in poor health. There's our Grand Temple done. That is amazing. Can see it right there. Nice. We're going to convert these hide tents over to a trade port. Okay, our control has completed over here. Let's see if we need to do any more control upgrades. No, then we'll train commanders. Perfect. 32.6 gold per month. And our upgrades continue to flow in. So we need to upgrade all of these castles. We are, of course, not concerned about land held by vassals at this time, in terms of our upgrading. As long as we have them decked out in level 1 buildings, I'm okay with it. But we need to upgrade a lot of castles over here, and that's 550 gold each. Now we are making 32.6 gold per month. That's no small amount. That's going very, very well, in fact. So I'm very happy about that. I want that number to be more, though. More. We must have more gold. Our development growth up here is coming up. That's nice. It's going to be 15 very soon. But I want to look at this. Monthly growth of 0.9 per month. That's nice. That's real nice. What's the growth or the development over here? 26? Ooh, hang on. Something changed here. Something changed. Oh, yeah. This is our time. This is our time. He does have an ally. She's not very strong. We're declaring this. Okay. So what we're going to do at this point is we are, of course, going to raise our troops here. And we're going to go on in. This is good enough. We don't need to wait the 25 days. So, are we going to siege right here? The answer is yes, of course we are. We're not surprised that she's joining this war. Now, keep in mind we have no allies. We need to crush his army as soon as we see it here, really. We don't currently see it. He's down to... Oh, okay. We're actually fine. We're completely fine. We're making money with our troops raised. That's always a really, really good sign. So we will finish up this siege here in about 50 days, and we're going to continue moving through all of this territory here. Now, our claims are apparently going to include this up here, which I think is interesting. I'm not entirely sure why this guy would become our vassal when we're pressing these claims, but okay. It's definitely interesting. I'm not sure at all why that would happen, but with this we're going to be able to start working on our actual capital, which is going to be absolutely huge. We're currently at 20% war score. We still don't see this guy's troops, and I'm not sure where exactly they are. They're not in his capital, I can tell you that. Okay. Small harbor has been constructed in Jaffna. We're going to go ahead and upgrade our farms and fields. We're making 6 gold per month with our troops up. I definitely like that. That's a very, very good sign. And we're barely even started here, honestly. We may not want to upgrade these castles to level 2, in all honesty, because we're going to be giving these duchies away pretty soon. Since we're going to get our hands on this one. He just raised up 1,000 troops. Is he in another war? No. I don't know what he's doing. Sakala's... Oh, they're sieging up here. Okay. That makes more sense. But it's also a bad idea. They shouldn't do that. Because we're getting our hands on the war goal here. And his capital's right here, too. Oh, Nosewise is... He came back, I guess. Okay, Nosewise will join us, obviously. Why would Nosewise not join us? Such a good boy, Nosewise. Nosewise is a very good boy. Okay, our Realm Priest is not the most happy, but he's getting there. He's slowly getting there. So we're going to capture this, of course. Lose 90 stress. That's a lot of stress reduction. I don't know if we actually needed it. And we can give ourselves an upgrade over here. This is just the military camps, and actually I'm not going to worry about that. That's Royal Prerogative discovered, and we may want to bump up to High Crown Authority. In fact, I believe we shall. Fantastic. And then what got exposed to an innovation next? That's actually really convenient. These guys are the heavy infantry for this region. That's nice. I like it. Rohana was mismanaged, sure. And we're going to go attack the enemy's capital at this point. Now, I believe we should have ticking war score now. We do indeed. So we don't need to occupy these over here for ticking. That's great to know. And we are going to want to create both of these duchies fairly soon. Okay, this is going very, very nicely indeed. Our upgrades are continuing to upgrade. This one's actually about to finish here in only 15 days. So that's fine. We will upgrade our farms and fields next. Just as soon as that's done, anyway. There we go. And this war should be over very shortly here. Capping this will get us probably enough, actually, or very, very close to it. Well, it depends on whether we get prisoners or not, I think. Oh, we lost the Siege of Sakala just as that happened, which is unhelpful. Let's go ahead and grab War Profiteer right now. We're not actually getting that much vassal tax currently, because we don't have that many vassals. So we're going to grab War Profiteer first. That will help us while we're at war, but it won't help us after, obviously. So we're just going to come up here and siege this, and that will definitely get us what we need. You can see here, if we had not lost Sakala at that exact moment, then it wouldn't have... It would have been the end of the war. As far as this upgrade goes, I guess we can go ahead and get this one done. There's no sense in keeping it. I do wish that we had another upgrade that we could put here, but alas, we do not. So, it's fine. Not swayed. Boy, he's a very stubborn realm priest, that guy. Small harbor has been constructed over here. I don't think we can really construct anything else at this exact moment, but we want to construct farms and fields once we can. That'll be in 5 months or less time if we end this war. Yeah, there we go. The siege will finish up, and there's the end. We'll enforce this demand. Fantastic. So we got all of this over here. Now, this is held by this guy. He's an angry, angry man. Is it an act of tyranny? Okay. I feel like it shouldn't be, but sure. So we got this that we are personally holding. This guy is holding our titles. We're going to need to do something about this. So we're going to disband our army. Like so. Then, I believe we need to hand these out. We're going to ransom our prisoners, which we can do from the court screen. Where is the court screen? Here's the court screen. Prisoners, and we will mass ransom. Excellent. There we go. And with that done, we of course need to deal with this situation down here. So we are going to go ahead and create... Oh, we can usurp this. And we should. We probably should. Okay. We're a little short on cash. I think we'll come back to that. And we will create this title for right now. Okay. So we will grant this out to, say, this guy. I just want to split this power up and fracture it a little bit before granting this out. And then we'll give it to, say... Actually, our Marshal. And I want to give him the full Raj. Excellent. Now, we're going to need to have this guy become our Marshal. Fantastic. And we're going to need to revoke from this guy. Now, he is not going to accept this. And when he goes, he's going to take this guy with him. That's okay. We knew that that would happen. So we're going to raise up troops here. And that'll take a little while. Yep. He has 7,000 troops. Hang on. Why do they have so many troops? Ah, their ally up there. Okay, that's fine. That is fine. We're going to stop gathering for right now, and we're going to come in after this guy. And then we're going to regather anyone who wasn't raised. Excellent. We carved off 840 troops. There we go. And let's take a quick look here at where this guy is located. He is in this army. Sure. We're going to stop moving and start sieging. And we're going to see what he does here. If he moves into this barony, he's embarking. Okay. We're going to move on down, and we're going to try to catch him. We need to catch this guy. And we will catch him. We'll catch him in these forests. That's okay. If we catch this guy, this will dramatically weaken them. And potentially we capture him and end the war. Emphasis on the potentially here. We need to end this battle, like, now, though. And it's over. Okay. So, this is a skill 22 commander. He is our best commander. Fantastic. Do we have any allies? We kind of don't. Okay. So, we'll probably win this. And that's great. Actually, let's group those together. And we do. We do win this. Perfect. That's exactly what we wanted to see right now. Many secrets. Okay. Excellent. We are making a small amount of gold, but that is, of course, not the problem here. He's just a dog. Okay, we're going to come up over here. These guys, they are in full retreat, and that's great. But we need to put an end to this war as soon as we can. Where is their war leader? He is embarked up over here. Okay. So what we're going to do, this is a war against tyranny. We're going to put in a new spy master, and you'll do. Excellent. Supply limit here is fine. We can stay grouped up. And we're just going to siege this down. So they're pretty spread out right now. It looks like they're going to try to regroup up here. And as far as this goes, she doesn't seem to really be doing anything. Ah, is that her? Maybe. Well, that's fine. I mean, we could always use our economy to bring in some mercs, but that's going to cost a fair amount, and we are probably going to want to extort subjects for that. For now, I'm perfectly okay with just commencing with this siege, and they're actually still embarked. Is this guy the war leader? He is. They're heading away. There is this up here. I didn't realize these guys had joined, but that puts us at 58%. Now they're going for our capital here. And we can come fight them. And indeed, I believe we shall. So we're going to come over, fight them on our capital, and we should get a reinforced tick between now and then. Ooh, look at that. This guy's abandoning them. This is actually kind of huge. This is enormous. She abandoned her ally. Straight up. We stack wiped him. Insane. And they're over there? Okay, we can deal with that too. Do we catch you? We may catch you. Yes, we do. Okay. So I don't think we're going to stack wipe this one, but we'll kick her off of the island, and then we'll go attack the war leader's army. Now, we are currently at plus 24 from battles, so there's a fair amount more that we can get from battles. Yeah, that's not a stack wipe, but she is in full retreat. We're going to come over here and attack this. That'll cost 41 gold to embark, but that's okay. But 71% war score right now. Unfortunately, ticking war score isn't happening, but this is going very well. 59 days over there. I think we'll get there. The majority of the time is embarkation, right? Disembarking and traveling on the sea is quite quick. He is actually leaving. I don't think we catch him here. Do we? We're locked in here. I should have stopped that disembark. I really should have. Is he going to come up here? Maybe. That's another 43 gold that we lose, which is very, very unfortunate. Yeah, he's coming up to our capital. That's okay. We're going to go up there as well. And I'm interested in seeing where these guys go. That's the real question here. They're heading out over this way. They're heading in over here. Okay, I think we're good. Yeah, this looks fine. They're not working together, and that's very, very beneficial for us. Unfortunately, we didn't capture that guy there. I really, really wish we had. But we do have ticking war score now. And that is huge. So we're going to come over here, fight this guy. He's trying to abandon the siege, but he's trying to embark. And that's not going to go well for him. And we win this battle as well. Now, we are not even close to capped on our battle war score yet. This battle should give us quite a lot of war score. Excellent. That put us up to 91%. And I think from there, we're just going to come up here. Now, we're probably going to win this just through ticking war score from here. But we'll see how quickly we manage to make our way up there. And that'll be absolutely great. It is, however, about time to put a cut in here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, I think, after we finish up this war. But I'll go ahead and do the outro at this time. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I'll see you all next time after we've finished up this war. Now, these guys are on their way over, but I think that's okay. Yeah, these guys are abandoning. And we're going to catch part of this force. This is the end of the war here. We're actually catching the full force? Yeah, it's definitely over. The fact that they didn't work together was what made that possible. Absolutely. There we go. Demands enforced, and we will begin working on this section next episode. See you all then.